I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comment Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments. The first rule of the passive-aggressive club... You know what? Never mind. It's fine. So, kicking it off this week with last week's Comment Corner, Robert Kindler started it by saying first. Then Robert Kindler commented, I have never seen 1 second of Vikings. I watched a few episodes. It's not bad. I just didn't get that into it. Paul Jetto responded to him, it's on Hulu, and it's the best show you haven't watched, my man. Joshua Martinez responded to Rob Kindler, what? Never? Dude, missing out much? Then Joshua Martinez responded to Paul Jetto, on that, we can agree. Okay, good. You guys like Vikings. Then Robert Kindler commented, I've never seen 1 second of Game of Thrones. Good for you. It is extremely overrated. Paul Jetto replied to him, the first 6 seasons were good. I watched 2 episodes. I don't remember which seasons they were. I watched an episode to see what the hype was about. And then my brother was like, no, you gotta watch another one. So I did. And I didn't get what was so great about this show. Joshua Martinez replied, dragons, sword fights, and naked people. It's the holy frickin' trinity. No, not really. Dragons and sword fights, great. But I can get that watching Dragonheart. I should watch that again. Then Robert Kindler commented, prayers and thoughts going out to Jerry Lawler. Get better soon. Yes, and when he commented this, Jerry Lawler just ended up in the hospital over a stroke. As the week has progressed, apparently the prognosis is good. But still, get better, Jerry. Then Robert Kindler commented, the claw, no! You're scared of the claw. Then Paul Jetto commented, I tried to get here first. I want to play too. Lol. I'm not going to pretend I understand why it's so fun. Then Paul Jetto commented, I could not agree more. Reigns has been champion way too long, dude. Yeah. And I want him to stay champion until WrestleMania just because with how this championship reign has been built, that's really the only logical place for it to end. But I want it to end at WrestleMania. Then Joshua Martinez commented, Kemp, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, this thing came apart. Okay, song's done now. Then Joshua Martinez commented, Paramount Plus is not worth it. Too much buffering. I could barely get through a single episode of Young Sheldon without it cutting me off. That probably has more to do with your internet. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, Paramount Plus has had a lot of bugs that they've been working through, and it does cause me problems sometimes, but not every time. Then Joshua Martinez commented, I love camping. It's my teenage premarital coitus having victims that hate it. Another reason I don't like camping. Then Joshua Martinez commented, 16th!
Sure.
Then Joshua Martinez commented, more comments than Rob! Yay! Yay! Oh, and Kelly Maroney.
Sure.
I was abducted by aliens. They made me wash my hands, clean my room, eat my vegetables. Turns out I was on the mothership. Then, on my Davey's Awesome Stories, White Clutter, Paul Jetto kicked it off with, well, alright, guess who's first this time? First! Congratulations. Then Paul Jetto commented, don't feel bad. My family used to live next to the Salvation Army / homeless shelter for several years. My dad actually had us stand outside and loud enough for them to hear, told us, be thankful we have it better than them. I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. You know what? My parents have done stuff like that. Like we were passing a homeless person and they said something like that. And I'm pretty sure they could hear us. It's a little insulting. Wait to tell us that until we get in the car with the windows rolled up or something. And then Joshua Martinez commented, boom, boom, akalaka, akalaka, boom. Dad always thought he was the king of projects and crafts. White trash personified, lol. My only pair of work pants had the button break off. Instead of giving me back the money they owed me so I could get more, he repaired them by putting Velcro where the button was supposed to be. And it couldn't be simple either. He put it on where I would have to fold the opening over to connect to the Velcro. And there was no way it was going to hold. Dad was like that. I wouldn't say Dad was like a full-on hoarder, but pretty freaking close. He never wanted to throw anything away because he could always fix it. Then Joshua Martinez commented, it was a night like this 40 million years ago. I lit a cigarette, picked up a monkey skull to go. The sun was spitting fire, the sky was blue as ice. I felt a little tired, so I watched Miami Vice. I walked a dinosaur. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. I don't know that song well enough to sing it. Then Josh Martinez commented, I used to love dumpster diving. I got a bed, 3 board games, a doodad that looked like a funny-smelling flesh-colored lightsaber, and my first dirty magazine that way. Then Jay McCool commented, I relate to this, but instead of wood, it was bricks. And instead of a shopping cart, it was paper bags. Would paper bags hold the bricks? I mean, maybe a brick or 2, depending on how heavy they are and how good the paper bags are, but sorry, Jay, but there's a little bit of a hole in this story. About as big as the hole that the bricks would have left in the bags. I sat next to a baby on a flight for 10 straight hours. I didn't think it was possible for someone to scream for 10 straight hours. But even the baby was impressed that I pulled it off. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed NXT Vengeance Day 2023, Joshua Martinez commented, I'm a master martial artist. When he kicked, I didn't fall. I attacked the floor. 3 white belts walk into a bar screaming 30 days, 30 days. They order drinks at the bar and the bartender asks what all the commotion was about. One of them says, we put this puzzle together in just 30 days. The box said 3 to 5 years. What do you call a pig who does karate? A pork chop. My cousin was an incredibly tough man. He was a karate black belt who eventually joined the army. Upon saluting, he karate chopped himself. He will be missed.
Dude!
What martial arts comes from Sweden? Aikido. Then Joshua Martinez commented, Stephanie McMahon. What does Stephanie McMahon have to do with NXT Vengeance Day? She wasn't there. She's not even in the company anymore. Then Paul Jetto commented, I feel like the women are getting the better matches lately. What do you think? I agree. And I wonder, though, if that's like they're being given better matches, put in a better place, or they're just trying harder than men right now. Either way, for the fans, it's exciting. Then Paul Jetto commented, I try to do your yeah, but I can't. Oh, you mean this? Yeah! You know what I think George Washington would do if he were alive today? Scream and scratch at the coffin lid. Then on my Davy's Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the 4th installment to the Kickboxer series, Kickboxer for the Aggressor, Joshua Martinez commented, First? Had a little trouble getting that out, did you? Then Joshua Martinez commented, Michelle Kransno and Gio Pierce. That's it. We've had discussions about Kickboxer 4 many times in the past, and that's it. Think you're officially overdoing it, dude. Then Paul Jetto commented, I hate to say it, but I only saw Kickboxer on Tubi a year ago, and I still haven't seen the others. Well, based on my reviews, 1 through 3 is worth it. 4, 5, And then the worst way to end the comment corner, J Spud commented, I used to enjoy martial arts films when taken in a matinee on a Sunday afternoon. It was always a pleasant experience for me. One of the only I had left, until recently that is. As you may well know, I have a girlfriend, and she's loyal and just plain awful. When I say that nunchucks is giving, that's not a good thing, as her way of giving involves pain in my erogenous zones, as well as my calves and my love handles. She calls it affection. I call it attempted manslaughter, bordering dangerously close to involuntary homicide. But I digress. Last weekend I made my rounds to the Ozark movie theater, where classics such as Kickboxer, Bloodsport, and Steel Magnolias were playing. Nunchucks insisted on joining me. I wish we had chosen Julia Roberts over Van Damme this time around, as the consistency of violence got her so amped up, as she put it, that we had a Street Fighter II style arcade brawl afterwards that featured a 6-foot Amazon braying victory over a 5'7" string being such as myself, weeping on the floor next to the underwear she pulled me out of without having to remove my pants. She was tender enough bandaging my wounds at home thereafter, while gazing at me like a hungry velociraptor spotting a helpless infant for supper. My weaknesses, compounded with sniffles and tears, seemed to bring out the best in her that will ultimately lead to the necessary regards to planning my funeral. What a horrible way to go. She insisted on calling me my Lee during. It was awful. Hopefully she kills you. I saw two marsupials fighting, and I declared, Mortal Wombat! So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post the videos, and leave a comment so you can be in next week's Comic Corner. Get better, Jerry.